Pokemon Go is full of hidden features, secret rare Pokemon encounters, and many other Easter eggs you probably have no idea about. Today we look at the top 18 secret features you didn't know was in Pokemon Go. Starting with one of my favorites, a secret and free Mewtwo encounter. Mewtwo is one of the best Pokemon in the entire game and is only available every so often. So getting one, especially the shiny, is huge. Well, there is a way you can get one right now for free in Pokemon Go. Sort of. Once you hit level 50 in-game, you are given the level 50 special research. Getting to level 50 is obviously not easy, and neither is completing this research. Part 1 requires you to spin a Pokestop for 15 days. Part 2, catch 5,000 Pokemon. Part 3, win 30 raids. But once you complete all of that and get to page 4, you'll be given rewards, one of which being an encounter with the free Mewtwo. That can actually be shiny, and plenty of people have gotten it. Hidden Pikachu. Pikachu is the mascot of the Pokemon franchise, so it's naturally all over Pokemon Go, even in places you wouldn't expect, like on the Pokecoin designs, on the Pokemon storage upgrade in the shop, in your profile on the Pikachu fan medal. But the single biggest Pikachu-related Easter egg, and one of the biggest Easter eggs in the entire game, is the starter Pikachu. My first ever YouTube video on Pokemon Go actually covers how to do this Easter egg, and it's fairly simple. When you start a new account, the 3 Kanto starter Pokemon will spawn around you, but you don't have to catch any of these 3. There's another option. If you walk away from the cluster of starters until they despawn and respawn 3 times, a Pikachu will appear on the 3rd respawn, which allows you to catch this iconic Pokemon as your starter to begin your Pokemon Go journey, which is actually a nod to the Pokemon anime when Ash slept in and missed out on the 3 Kanto starters, so his first Pokemon was actually a Pikachu. Shoulder Pokemon. Speaking of Pikachu, there's another Easter egg featuring Pikachu and another popular Pokemon, Eevee. If you set them as your buddy, they will stand on the ground next to you. But if you walk 10 kilometers with a Pikachu or an Eevee as your buddy, from then on, they will sit on your shoulder, which is a super cute little Easter egg and another nod to the Pokemon anime, mainly because Pikachu is always on Ash's shoulder. And speaking of Eevee, the next secret feature is one of the most iconic of them all, the Eevee evolution name trick. If you didn't already know, you could name your Eevee a specific name and evolve it to a specific Eevee evolution. So if you wanted to evolve an Eevee to Vaporeon, for example, you would just name it Rainer and it would evolve to Vaporeon. This is super helpful, especially because the Eevee will evolve randomly into an Eevee evolution, so this is the only way to guarantee what you want. The other name tricks include Sparky for Jolteon, Pyro for Flareon, Sakura for Espeon, Tamao for Umbreon, Linnea for Leafeon, Rhea for Glaceon, and Kira for Sylveon. But be careful, because once you use one of the name tricks, you cannot use it again. These are one-time use, like hidden features, glitches only. The Master Ball was recently released twice in Pokemon Go. But did you know that there is one in-game since the start of it all? If you open up your shop and scroll down to the Upgrades tab, you should see a Pokemon storage upgrade with a little hidden Pikachu on it. Click that and look super closely next to the Pikachu, and above its ear, there's an outline of the one and only Master Ball. Pokemon Go was hinting at us for years before finally releasing it. And there's actually another cool little Easter egg related to this. If you click and hold the Pokeball that brings up your menu, you can slide your fingers over to the other buttons. And you'll notice they all have a different color glow that appears behind them. Pokemon is orange, Pokedex is red, Shop is purple, Battle is orange, and items are blue. And there's even a deeper hidden secret here. These colors are themed after the Pester Ball, which is a much more rare and lesser known Pokeball that was released only inside the Pokemon Snap game, and it basically helps a player take a picture of a Pokemon easier. So since Pokemon Go is so AR and picture focused, we might see this ball come to the game eventually, and this might be the first sneak peek of it. Remember that level 50 research? Well, it can give you one more amazing and super rare Pokemon encounter. An unknown. Yes, Pokemon Go's rarest Pokemon is in that research as well, for free to you. Obviously, you have to get to level 50 first, which is, again, very difficult, but once you do, complete the Visit Pokestops 15 days in a row task on the first page, and you'll be rewarded with an encounter with a completely random unknown. Unfortunately, since Shiny Unknown isn't always turned on, this encounter can't be a shiny. I don't think it can be a shiny unknown, but you do get a randomized one, which is super helpful for people trying to complete their unknown Pokedex. Now, one of my favorite Easter eggs, buddy music. You can set a certain Pokemon as your buddy and it will change the in-game music. Now, I never play with music on, so this is like the only reason why I'll turn the volume up. Meloetta was released in Pokemon Go in July of 2021 during Pokemon Go Fest. It was then released through the Finding Your Voice special research in September of 2021 and has never returned since. So if you were lucky enough to catch one, you own the only Pokemon in the game that can change your music. Watch this. Okay, we'll turn the music on and turn it up. So as you can hear. Okay, we're gonna go into our buddy. We're gonna swap buddies. Search Meloetta. Get the classic. And then we're gonna tap on our Meloetta. Listen for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ooh, 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 ooh. It works! Out of the 8 unique evolution items in Pokemon Go, 2 of them have some interesting lore attached to them. If you look closely at a Sinnoh Stone, it seems to be composed of diamond and pearl-like materials. This is in direct reference to the Diamond and Pearl Pokemon main series games where the Sinnoh region was originally released. The same little Easter egg can be seen with the Unova Stone, which is composed of black and white materials, referencing the black and white Pokemon games where the Unova region was introduced. You can get a free mythical Pokemon right now. If you haven't already completed it, head to your special research tab and scroll down to the one named A Mythical Discovery. This research was released back in March of 2018 and has been available since to all trainers level 15 and up. There are 8 pages in this research with varying difficulties. The first part requires you to spin 5 Pokeceptor gyms, catch 10 Pokemon, and transfer 5 Pokemon. Second part, earn 2 candies walking with your buddy, make 10 great throws, hatch 3 eggs. Third part, reach level 15, battle in 2 raids, battle in a gym 2 times. Fourth part, earn a silver Kanto medal, evolve 20 Pokemon, earn 5 candies walking with your buddy. Fifth part, catch a Ditto, a lot of people struggle with that, catch 10 Ghost-type Pokemon and make 20 great throws. Sixth part is reach level 25, evolve a Magikarp, and battle in 10 raids. Seventh part is use 50 berries to help catch Pokemon, earn a gold Kanto medal, and make an excellent throw. Then once you complete that, you can get a Mew encounter for free in Pokemon Go. So if you've had this research sitting and you just haven't completed it because you don't know what it is, I'd recommend completing it. I'm about to change your life with this next one. And it's super simple. Tags are a really big part of Pokemon Go. They make organizing your Pokemon and preparing for events really easy. What's not easy is constantly having to scroll up and down through your tags to get to the ones that you use most. Well, there's a fix for that, an unannounced secret feature. If you click and hold a tag, you can actually drag it up and down to reorder where it is in your tags. When I figured this out, it absolutely blew my mind. Another very simple and unspoken feature is one that has to do with legendary raids. Once you complete a legendary raid, you'll have a 1 in 20 chance of catching and finding a shiny legendary Pokemon, assuming that the legendary has its shiny available. And once you do enough raids to get your beautiful shiny legendary, don't worry about catching it. Shiny legendary Pokemon have a 100% catch rate on the first ball that you hit with it, or any ball that you hit with it. You'll catch them 100%. So always use a Pineapple Berry. Loading screens. Pokemon Go has a total of 36 unique loading screens at the time I'm filming this, and nearly all of them have had some sort of hidden sneak peek or teaser of something new to come. Loading screens almost always feature art sneakily showing off certain Pokemon that haven't been released yet and are set to come out soon, like the current loading screen. It features an array of Pokemon in a beautiful fall setting, with the 3 Generation 9 starters front and center standing next to the trainer. These Pokemon were not available in-game when this loading screen came out, but were released later in the season after being teased right here. So anytime a new loading screen appears on your phone, I'd recommend taking a snapshot of it and zooming around to see what you can find and what you could maybe expect to come out very soon. Another graphic that always gives teasers are the anniversary posters. Every year during Pokemon Go's annual anniversary, a special poster is released by Pokemon Go to celebrate. These posters are filled with Pokemon from the past year and Pokemon to expect in the coming year. Well, sometimes. Both Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y were teased in the 4th and 5th anniversary posters and still have not been released yet in-game. So when looking at these, take them all with a grain of salt. Although what you see will eventually come to the game, it might not happen soon. Did you know that there's a hidden feature that gives you free Pokeballs daily? You can get this by using your daily incense. Here's how it works. If you drop below 30 Pokeballs total, which also includes Great Balls and Ultra Balls, the game will automatically give you 30 free Pokeballs just by using your daily incense. Literally for free, and I never knew this existed until like right now. So if you ever run out of Pokeballs, just drop your daily incense. You don't even have to walk to get the balls, you just drop it, which is super duper helpful for rural players that still want to get out and catch Pokemon. There's an exploit that allows you to guarantee a Zygarde cell spawn. This has definitely become a really popular exploit because it's like literally the only way to properly farm Zygarde cells because the feature is so broken. And Zygarde cells, by the way, are used to evolve Zygarde, which is a mythical Pokemon or a legendary Pokemon, into its other forms. Here's how this works. First, you have to find a route, which isn't easy. Then you start the route, walk until you're about 100 meters from completing the route, pause the route, restart the game, resume the route, and there should be a Zygarde cell spawned on the map with you. Give it a couple seconds. If you don't see something spawn, pause the route, restart the game, and try it again. This basically forces a Zygarde cell spawn, but it is important to know that you can only do this on the first time you walk on a route every single day. You can't just keep walking on the same route doing this. It's the first time you do a route every day. And those were 18 secret features you didn't know about Pokemon Go. If you enjoyed the video and found it interesting, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.